February, beginning of March can have a big impact. A lot of people always hear that February is a great time to go. And I know you didn't say February, but I'm just kind of giving you an example here. February is a great time to go because the weather is wonderful, and that's true. I think 3 out of the 4 weekends in February there are cheer or dance or soccer tournaments where you've got thousands of kids there from various teams across the country. And then one of the weekends in February is a marathon weekend. So February can be dicey weekend wise. And before Flower and Garden usually is a good time to go. Absolutely, that's right, Ashley. Other than the fact that you're going to run into the marathon. But yeah, I don't think the Flower and Garden doesn't start until sometime in the middle of festival that specializes. You see me looking back and forth. I'm not watching a tennis match on TV. I'm actually talking to two different places. Boom, I'll do that. I'm not going to worry too much about the YouTube side. So, okay, I type so fast. So that's funny you say that, Ashley. I don't type as fast as I used to, but I remember I was probably, if I had to guess, maybe in my mid 20s, late 20s, and I went to a job interview. And this so long ago, I don't remember what the job was for, but they had me take a typing test. And they handed me, I'll just hold up my piece of paper here, but it wasn't handwritten, printed script that you were supposed to use, and that's what you typed. And 5 of us in this time test thing asked if any questions before we start. And I said, well, what happens if you get to the end of the script and you still have time? And they looked at me like I had 3 heads. And they're like, well, I guess just start back over again. I swear to God, I made it through, started again. I was halfway through when they called time. I was at a point where I was typing like 80 words a minute. I was really, really good with typing. I remember taking typing class in junior high. I think it was 9th grade. And this shows you how old I am. When I started type class, we had an old school typing teacher. We had the old manual typewriter, ding, and you hit the carrier and it would slide back. He forced us to learn on that before we went to more like a word processor keyboard type of thing. So had to really learn old school, hitting that return, all that sort of stuff. It was pretty cool. Ashley, typing or no typing, good luck putting press on nails on me. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. But yeah, I've just been really good at typing. Look, guys, if you don't know me, you'll learn to know me. I'm pretty much an open book. I'll tell you silly things, and you might hear me and go, "Why would you share that?" But I'll share it anyway. When I first started learning typing, like if I was walking down a street and I saw like a stop sign, you could see my fingers. I would type the word "stop" as I'm walking. I remember dating a girl one time when we were up maybe at a park or somewhere walking, holding hands, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, you keep kind of gently tapping on my hand." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I had to tell her why. And it's because every time I saw a sign with words or whatever it might be, I would type with my fingers. Just, inherently I would, in my brain, be like, "Oh, there's a word, type it." And that's just how I've always been. And so I've always been really good at typing and that sort of thing. So I'm a weirdo that way, I suppose. So anyway, open mic night here, right? On mic drop night, Ashley and Emily, if you're still with me. Silly things you get to learn about me. So if you're with me on the YouTube side, welcome in. Say hi if you're still with me. If not, I'm going to kind of focus over here on the TikTok side. It's been a while, guys. I'm going to be super duper open and honest again with this. As a lot of you guys know, we did Park Life Party last year in November. I was there the 11th through the 18th of November. So we did that back weekend. I think it was like the 13th, 14th, 15th. There were several of us that were there and we had a great time. We did I actually brought props with me tonight for the call. We did the Christmas tree stroll, which was so much fun. Here's my empty sticker sheet that I took every sticker out and we filled the map. It was so much fun. I'd never done it before. And frankly, sometimes dumb luck is how I have to live my life. We set the dates for the Park Life Party, and we were going to do a social gathering Thursday night at Disney Springs. And I said, hopefully the Christmas tree stroll will be going by then because I'd love to do that. And that just got dumb luck that 2 weeks before the event, they announced the dates, and that happened to be the opening night of the Christmas tree stroll when we all met. So there were about 20 of us. Got to do the Christmas tree stroll. Had so much fun doing that. But yeah, I brought this home with me. I think I got to show them my completed map, and they gave me a little Christmas tree ornament or something like that. While I'm doing show and tell, here's a postcard from Tusker House, which is one of my favorite character meals. It's at Animal Kingdom. It's, if you know where Pandora is and you know where the safari is, Tusker House is kind of right in the middle there. Tusker House, and then back behind it is where the theater is for the Lion King show. Love Tusker House so much. This is one of my popcorn bucket souvenirs that I brought home with me. So I will add it to my collection on my wall eventually. And then this one was at the Magic Kingdom. Love it. Switch it here. There it is. Let me turn this baby on. Maybe. There we go. Lights turn on. The headlights turn on. Christmas tree lights. You know what? Let me do this real quick. I'm going to turn off my ring light. There you can see the Christmas lights lit up on the truck. And yeah, there's the headlights. Love that. Christina, hi, welcome in. How many popcorn buckets do I have? So as far as like fancy ones go, like this, Robert, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, jump over to TikTok side. So as far as fancy ones like this go, I have these two. I'm going to spin you guys. Hold tight. It's kind of like put on your gimbal belts, right? So put you right there. So I've got that Mickey popcorn bucket there, Christmas drummer. I've got that Mickey jack-o'-lantern one. So those are my special ones. That's a little sipper, a Donald Duck sipper. That's the mini kitchen sink. I do have this popcorn bucket. I'm going to spin you back around over here by me now. This popcorn bucket I found it like in the back of the pantry. This thing's probably, I bet it's 15 years old, easy. The beauty with these popcorn buckets, though, I can take it to Disney with me on my next trip, and they'll fill it for the fill price. I don't have to buy a brand new popcorn bucket. They let you use these old guys. So this is the beautiful keepsake. Gosh, I wonder, you know what? I don't want to spin you guys. My office is still a little bit of a mess. Still kind of putting stuff away for Christmas. I've got toys for Briggs laying over here, but I can stare at a little shelf over here, and I'm going to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I have like 14 or 15 of the refillable mugs. I bring those home every time. So, okay. Let me do this again here. And I'm going to send that. I'm going to probably kill the stream on YouTube, and then I'll just be able to focus on